Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're taking a look at AI-powered personal assistants, or as they're increasingly called, intelligent companions.
Right. A subtle but important shift in terminology.
Exactly. So we've gathered a bunch of material articles, forecasts, expert takes, all from this month, May 2025, to give you a real sense of where things are.
And, hopefully, where they might be going.
That's the idea. We want to pull out the most interesting bits, the practical stuff, make sense of this fast-moving field for you.
Okay, cut through the noise.
Precisely. Our mission today is to offer a clear, hopefully engaging look at how these AI companions are changing daily life, productivity, even how we talk to technology. And we'll touch on some important ethical points too. Okay, let's dive in.
Sounds good. So at their heart, these companions are software using AI, right?
hmm
Particularly natural language processing, basically how machines understand us to help with tasks, voice or text.
Like Siri back in the day. 2011, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That was kind of the starting pistol. But fast forward to 2025, and wow, things have evolved. We're seeing these intelligent companions now designed not just to do things, but maybe engage on a more personal level.
Interesting. And they're mostly cloud-based, yeah. Hooking into our phones, smart speakers, all that.
Absolutely. That cloud connection is key for access and keeping them updated. They integrate pretty seamlessly across devices.
And it's not just about being connected, it's the learning aspect too, right?
Yeah.
They adapt.
That's a huge part of it. They use these self-teaching algorithms. They learn your habits, your way of speaking, what you like, what you don't. It's this continuous personalization loop.
So they get better, kind of more yours the more you use them. How's this actually, showing up day to day?
Well, one really tangible impact is freeing up time, taking over routine stuff. Think about transcription.
Oh, yeah, meeting notes.
Exactly. Tools like Nada, for example.
Yeah.
It turns meeting audio into text you can search. And it handles, get this, 58 languages.
58. Wow.
Yeah. And it plugs right into Zoom, Google Meet, the usual suspects. Otter's another well-known one doing similar things. It's like having an automatic scribe.
That alone sounds like a game changer for anyone who sits in lots of meetings, which is, let's face it, a lot of us. What else?
Calendar management is getting much smarter, too.
Yeah.
Assistants like Cortana, Google Assistant, they're not just setting reminders anymore. They're actually scheduling things, looking at everyone's calendars to suggest the best time for a meeting. It's becoming more proactive, almost like a real assistant managing your time.
Okay.
And it's not just work. Think education. Tools like Socratic can give visual explanations for homework problems on your phone or tablet.
So helping kids or anyone learning something new.
Precisely. The bigger picture here is a reduction in what psychologists call cognitive load. All those little nagging tasks, they get automated. Lets you focus your brain power elsewhere.
Definitely see the appeal there. So daily life gets smoother. What about when we really need to buckle down and be productive? Work stuff, personal projects.
Yeah, this is where things get, I think, pretty compelling. We're seeing real jumps in efficiency. Take a tool like Laxus. It's designed for professionals, automating lead generation tasks.
Okay.
Reports suggest it can save users up to 5 hours a week.
5 hours just from that.
That's what they claim.
Yeah.
And again, it integrates with video conferencing, which is crucial now. Then there's Read AI. It focuses on generating summaries, meetings, emails, and they boast a 20% efficiency boost for users.
Summaries are huge. Saves so much reading time.
Totally. And they also offer smart scheduling. Plus, they make a point about security SOC 2 certified, which matters for businesses. They even have a free tier to try it out.
That 5 hours figure is sticking with me. It shows these aren't just minor conveniences anymore. They're becoming powerful workflow tools.
Exactly right. And look at project management. Platforms like ClickUp AI, Tascade, they're using AI for everything from brainstorming ideas to actually managing project timelines and automating workflows.
So managing the whole life cycle.
Pretty much. And the key thing, again, is that personalization. They learn how you work and adapt, which means the productivity gains aren't just a one-off. They can be sustained. They become like part of your process.
Okay, so we've gone from basic command response assistants to these much more integrated, almost proactive tools, which naturally makes you think about how we actually interact with them. It's less typing, more talking.
You nailed it. The interaction itself is shifting. It's becoming more like a natural conversation. Think about the ChatGPT app running on the GPT-4o model.
Yeah, seen a lot about that.
Its whole focus is on more accurate, more adaptive dialogue. It feels less like you're commanding a robot and more like you're actually conversing.
Okay.
But it goes further. Some platforms, like Cupid AI or Replica, are actually designed to create a sense of, well, continuity. They remember past chops, inside jokes even.
Wait, really? Remembering inside jokes?
Apparently so. It's about building that feeling of ongoing rapport, not starting fresh every single time.
That's definitely a step towards something more than just a tool.
It is. And they keep pushing the boundaries. That Wired piece you mentioned. They tested next-gen assistants doing things like browsing the web autonomously, filling out forms online, even handling e-commerce tasks.
Like actually buying things.
Trying to, yeah. They mentioned an experiment with something called Veeam GPT, attempting to navigate subscription pages, add items to a cart. It wasn't perfect. Its success rate was lower than a human's, obviously.
Sure.
But just the fact you could try those complex sequences through chat, that shows a huge leap.
It's like they're becoming our agents in the digital world almost,
Yeah.
acting for us. And this isn't just digital, is it? There's a physical side emerging too.
Good point, yes. Humanoid robots like Tesla's Optimus. They bring AI companionship into the physical realm. They're designed for repetitive tasks, maybe dangerous ones, mimicking how humans move.
So potentially working alongside us or in places we can't go.
That seems to be the vision. A future where AI companions aren't just pixels on a screen, but maybe entities in our physical spaces too.
Which brings us to the future. What are the big thinkers, the industry leaders, predicting? Where's this all headed?
Well, someone like Mustafa Suleyman, the CEO of Microsoft AI, paints a pretty ambitious picture. He sees AI evolving into a sort of representative for us,
Yeah.
an advisor, maybe even a counselor, something that lives alongside us, helps us navigate life.
A representative. How so?
He talks about AI being able to see and hear our online experiences, process all that information overload for us, and interact naturally through voice and vision.
Wow.
The idea is deep personalization. The AI understands your quirks, your culture, your routine, and integrates seamlessly with all your digital stuff.
That sounds incredibly intertwined with our lives, almost like a digital twin in a way.
It does lean that way. And market forecasts seem to back up this potential. ARK Invest, for instance, they're projecting the AI companionship market could explode from maybe $30 million in 2024 to somewhere between $70 and $150 billion by the end of the decade.
Billion with a B.
Yep, billion. Driven by this growing demand for virtual companions, for richer digital interactions.
But hang on, with all this capability, this deep integration, there've got to be concerns, right? Ethical questions.
Oh, absolutely. And they're
Yeah.
getting louder. MIT Technology Review put out a warning recently. They highlighted the potential for these companions to be, well, addictive, possibly even more so than social media.
More than social media. That's a serious claim.
It is, and it's leading to calls for legislation, especially to protect more vulnerable groups. Then you have organizations like the Ada Lovelace Institute asking fundamental questions about the long-term effects.
On individuals and society as a whole.
Exactly. What happens when millions, maybe billions of people are using these for emotional support, for companionship? We don't really know the long-term societal impact yet. It's uncharted territory.
So it's this balancing act then. Innovation moving at lightning speed, but needing to be mindful of the potential downsides, like addiction and these broader societal shifts.
That's the crux of it, balancing the incredible potential with responsibility.
Okay, so wrapping this up, it feels like AI companions have definitely moved out of science fiction. They're here, evolving incredibly fast, and really starting to weave themselves into the fabric of our lives.
Definitely impacting daily tasks, productivity, how we interact with tech.
And even offering this personalized, almost emotional engagement.
It's a good summary.
Right. And that leads us to a final thought, really, for you listening. As these companions get smarter, more integrated, more present in our lives, what does that actually mean for how we think about work, about leisure, even about connection itself?
Big questions.
Yeah. How do we harness all the good stuff they offer while, navigating the tricky bits, the potential pitfalls of having these intelligent entities become such a big part of everything? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for exploring this deep dive with us today.